For a second here, I actually thought we were on the International Space Station. And I was like, that's kind of a trick question. So we're in a ship somewhere. 6 SEIE packs. This is a good seed. Thank you, Ather, for this. Submarine Escape Immersion Equipment. So I guess that's what SEIE stands for. Not that that would actually help us out here. All right, so that's the torpedoes. All right. Don't light this on fire. Can we read this? Yes, but I'm not going to. All right, let's get out of this freaking submarine. Noise warning. All right. Take me out of this boat. I'm actually getting a little claustrophobic here. I'm not going to know where we are until... Because this could be freaking anywhere. We can see what they're eating today. Is that a sausage dog? Sausages dog. Arden salad, potato wedges, chicken cordon bleu. It's probably cordon, but it doesn't, you know, someone erased it or something. Okay, we got to get out of this freaking submarine, man. I'm just going to keep clicking the button. Too bloated. Okay, just click the button. Get me out of here. I want to break free. Hey, there we are. Okay. This is more valuable information. So we were on a battleship. Wow, it's a beautiful city. I thought that was the CN Tower for a minute. If it is, and I get it wrong, I'm going to be pretty salty. So ING Direct, that's a Dutch bank, I think. Price Warehouse Coopers. Rabobank is not a good name for a bank. It's also not a name of any bank I've ever heard of. So I feel like we are in... I'm looking for flags. I feel like we're in... It could be Australia. I see some people saying Australia in chat. But for some reason, Can we move like any further away? Yeah, we can. All right, let's go on a little walk here. Learn something. Oh, no. I'm not. Get out of the boat. Oh, no. I'm trapped on the boat again. I can't get out. I don't know. All right, you know what? I think Australia is a good guess. For some reason, I was thinking Holland, but then I was like, this looks too Pacific Rim for Holland. So let's try the obvious city. All right, that was a pretty good one. Apparently, I chose the ocean here, which was a pretty bad guess, but we got a lot of points there. That's all right. That was an interesting seed. Thanks a lot, Ather. Okay. At first, I was like, it's probably Turkish. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Oh, this is impossible. My gut says Hawaii.
Well, yeah, there's islands everywhere, but that could be a few places.
You know what makes me think Hawaii, though?
The grill.
Yeah, you pretty much got it. I'm trying to think, where have I seen a barbecue like that? Oh, right, every house in North America. And the only place this could be in North America is Hawaii, as far as I'm aware.
Look at the hat on the guy in the silhouette reflected on the oven. That tells you a lot, actually.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's...
This could be Hawaii.
That could be Hawaii. That could be Curious George's handler right there. I can't imagine that I would find information here that would sway me, so I'm just going to go for Hawaii. Which is not in Japan, as I have just scrolled in on. There we go. So I'm just going to say that this is in, like, you know, Maui, Honolulu. How do you feel about that one, Nick?
Could work.
It's up to you. You can take another second if you want to.
You know, we hardly even looked around, though. Although it looks like we don't really get a lot of latitude here. It's just kind of walk around this dude's house.
Yeah, I possess some insider information. Here's what I'm going to say. Don't pick Hawaii, but maybe go all in on the hat thing. Where else would you find a hat like that? I never seen a hat like that. Ooh, baby, a subscriber. Reaper Razzle.
New Zealand.
Thank you for the subscription. Well, if you want to, you should go for the guess.
Oh, it was Australia. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
you're much closer
terribly,
there.
terribly far off.
All right. Well, the first or the second one was terrible. The one that we thought was in the Caribbean is actually in the middle of the Indian Ocean. Or the Arabian Sea, my apologies.
You came out with an even 10,000.
You did?
No, you did.
No, I got, this doesn't, it's not
Oh,
comparing us, it's comparing who gave the challenge.
jeez. Are you in a rush or something?
No, it's just I like to go a little faster, get new pieces of information. I'm an information junkie. I love that Vancouver was one of the ones. That's so good. If Kate's watching, she's probably mad at me because I was 120 meters off. I picked the wrong intersection.
She would have wanted you to like nail the pebble that it lands on.
Penguin and Devonport. Devonport. The driving on the left. Lancaster House. You know, first glance, you look at these names, where they're driving, you say England. But this has a little bit more of like a rugged feel to it. I'm thinking almost like in Australia, it's got like a colonial feel to it or something like that. And then as soon as I got out of
that weird car?
as soon as I got out of the city a little bit, the camera got shitty again. And shitty camera is like Australia 101.
Oh, that's a definite clue because it really is.
Okay, I saw a sign. Are you on the one past Florida?
Yeah.
I saw a sign. It says to Guns Plains 21 to Levin Canyon 39. Plains and canyons. Speak English, drive on the other side of the road. You know what I'm thinking.
Yeah, Australia.
It's fucking Australia. Where
There's
the hell?
an Australian flag, dude. Did you see it?
I don't look at flags. It's too easy. I don't read the script. The script reads me. But, you know, where are we, though? Well, we're close to the coast.
Well, Guns Plains is in that direction, so why don't we just look for Guns Plains?
Guns Plains.
That could be kind of difficult. This place is not that small.
Is Guns Plains in like Levin Canyon or something like that?
I kind of wish you could like put in some words and then it'll like take you to a place, but that would be kind of too easy.
Yeah, that would, you just see a sign. Then it would be a test of like whether or not you can. You know.
We'll just let you put in major cities anyway, so you can jump to a place without having to find it on the map.
You never learn anything though.
Yeah, that's fair.
You never learn anything. But Australia is fucking unfair. It's bullshit.
It's unfair because we don't live there?
Well, it's unfair because it's huge, and if you're wrong, you're off by like the whole country.
Okay. I haven't found Guns Plains.
I have no... Dude, I gotta admit, I saw some people in chat say they think it's Tasmania, which is that little island just to the south of Australia.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna say, oh, you know, there was a sign that said Devonport, and here's Devonport in Tasmania. So I
see that.
I'm gonna give chat some love for that one. I would take a guess at that one.
Okay, Devonport it is. That was actually super close.
Thank you, chat. Thank you. I got 20,956, and I think you did even better that time.
I got 2376.
Wow, that is like the highest GeoGuessr score I've ever seen.
Make a guess.
Oh, dude, I'm pretty sure this next one's Canadian.
I want to guess.
Ooh, oh, no, it wouldn't be, because they're selling liquor inside. I didn't realize that Yellowtail was a brand that was not just Canadian.
3 kilometers. Cool.
I'll admit, I've,
Oh, it's Magnum.
yeah, I've never seen these chips before, Nick. Smiths.
Neither.
Okay. The wines are $10 a bottle. Pretty cheap.
They got Nobby's cashews. I've never heard of Nobby's either.
19 cents for digital prints. This still could be like Quebec, but it would be in French probably. I'm going to take a walk down the street here.
Do you know anything about the liquor laws in Quebec?
They could sell it in a convenience store.
Oh, wait, here's a tell. It doesn't say everything in French.
Right, yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, sorry, I was in totally gross.
Oh, there's a place just down the street. Mojo's Weird Pizza.
That's strange.
Mojo's Weird Pizza. They drive. Oh, they're driving on the left. They're driving on the left.
Okay.
So,
Um,
England. They're using the dollar, so probably not England.
I can't escape this building.
Are you going to put me in fucking Australia and then leave me inside? Like, that's even harder. Let's take a walk through this convenience store, see if we can...
I wasn't able to leave the store.
I was able to walk one step outside of the store.
Oh, okay.
And that's it.
It's not enough. I need more than that.
Can't tell shit by the name of the wines. You think it's near the Mud House?
There's got to be some tell here, otherwise this is a terrible challenge. And I believe there would be some kind of tell.
Well, there's a sign about public intoxication. What do you got next?
I have an answer for you potentially.
Oh yeah?
James Holiday Winery rating Australian wine companion.
Okay,
So
Australia.
they're making a big fuss about an Australian wine,
Probably
which I think they would only probably do that in Australia. I would hope.
might be right.
But where?
We're
Where in
gonna
Australia?
Take a look at some of these signs out here. This guy's like a Dota hero or a ghost or something. He's phasing in and out of existence. Well, wherever we are, Nick, we're near City Hall.
That doesn't help.
You know what? I'm just gonna double in. I'm gonna say we're in
Perth.
Oh, you go Perth. I'll go Melbourne.
All right, Perth it is.
Make sure you zoom in so you can find City Hall.
Yeah. You should be happy you went Melbourne.
I'm glad to hear that. All you people up there in City Hall. Wow. Nick, I
Look at
got
the name of the bank across the street for a hint, he said. All right, too late.
pretty lucky with Melbourne there. I always play it when we have solo streams. So there are going to be some weird artifacts on the screen, and there's not going to be any audio. And additionally, there's going to be these black bars, this kind of like weird letterboxing. That is because of the resolution that GeoGuessr runs in. All right. Immediately, we can go like forward and backwards. Immediately, I'm very confident that we are in Australia. Because this is a little bit of, semi-intermediate level GeoGuessr. But Australia has the tendency to have these old school cameras on their Google vehicles. I know that sounds ridiculous. It sounds like I might be just pulling that out of my ass, but I've played enough GeoGuessr to know that A, they love Australia, Norway, and Brazil, and B, these old cameras tend to be used on the Australian expeditions. Maybe they went to Australia back in like 2001 to get this all done. So they were using like Nikon Coolpix point and shoot or something like that. Now, admittedly, I have no idea. Australia is kind of my Achilles heel when it comes to... they are driving on the left side of the road as well, so it should be, it's probably either Australia or England. I'm going to guess that this is probably not England. I have no idea where we are in Australia. And to be honest with you, whenever I end up being in... I wouldn't say we're necessarily in the countryside fully, like we could be just outside of a city. But whenever I end up in Australia and I'm not in a place where I can like look for street signs and, posters that tell me, coming to Canberra Concert Hall, then I find myself a little bit in the lurch somewhat. I'm going to try to find a street sign here, and then we'll probably guess. So if you're playing along with your seated runs at home, you might want to pause the video soon because I'm going to guess. Please. Something Bay. So, this tells me, usually there's stuff blurred out. Yeah, this tells me that at least we're probably on the coast, which, to be honest with you, I probably could have guessed for myself anyway. Man, when you end up in the countryside-ish, there's not a lot of contextual clues for you to choose. So we'll check out this one last sign up here. This might even just be like a Oh, it probably means like bridge coming up if you're looking at it from the other side. Okay, let's take a guess. South Australia seems to have a lot of bays. Let's say we're near Port Augusta. We could be very off. Australia is a very big continent. Yep, we were pretty far away. But honestly, that's not that bad as far as Australia goes, to be honest with you. For me, at least. If you're Australian, I assume you do a little bit better. Okay. Last run, highs and lows. This run, starting with what I would define as a little bit of a low. Previously, I would have thought Australia right away. But we had that one on the last run where I thought it was Australia, but it ended up being South Africa. So I don't know. Now I'm going to be second guessing myself. One of the first things that we can do here to figure out, hopefully, where we are is figure out what direction we are on the road. This could also be parts of South America. It doesn't even have to be South Africa. This must be... Wait. Are these yellow or white lines on the ground? Because somebody in the comments was like, in Australia, I've never seen a yellow line on the road, only white lines. So this is something that's, important to know. 80, I'm assuming that's 80 kilometers. If it was 80 miles, that'd be real fast. 80 miles per hour, of course, not just 80 miles as a measure of distance. These are the most bullshit of all. But if we could find a single sign, I would certainly feel a lot better about things. Okay, this is a big one. This is a land sale. Head back, please. If we could at least be on the right continent, like that is where my allegiance is now. Land sale. Industrial land sale. Can't really make out any of the other words on the sign. This is H&M. It looks a little bit different than the ones that I've seen. They appear to be a chemical warehouse as opposed to selling shirts that make me feel insecure about my body. We'll just keep moving along here. What about this sign right here? NZ. Well, we're on the left side of the road. Total hose fitting service? I don't even want to make a joke about that. It's probably a very serious and important job. This appears to be kind of like getting a little bit more barren, so we're going to zoom out of this. Apologies if that gave you a little bit of motion sickness. Happens to me sometimes too. And we're going to keep going down this way to like whatever this industrial park is, and hopefully we'll be able to see some more signs that... Like, what I'm looking for is a sign that's like, Australian-made, I was going to say boomerangs, which is probably a little bit, more offensively stereotypical than I'd like. But, Australian-made cars or something like that. Australian-made anything. Or something that says, like, South African-made something. Or, Botswanan sweaters or something like that. I'm guessing that we're in Australia. That looks like an Australian vehicle to me. You can take that out in Quest of Uluru. Phillips? Phil something. I have to imagine that we are in Australia here. So then it becomes just a crapshoot, because it's like, where in Australia are we? I don't know. It appears Sub-Zero Automotive. This does not look like a place that sees sub-zero temperatures. Yellow license plates. If we are in Europe, I'll be so fucking mad. I will be incensed. What does this sign say? Well, it has to be Australia because the camera sucks. If the camera sucks, it appears to be Australia, South Africa, or the United States of America. We're driving on the left side of the road, so it's either Australia or somewhere in Africa. Sorry, not South America. I meant South Africa. Admittedly, I look at some of these trees. They kind of look like they could be African foliage. I don't know. I know Africa's not just exclusively savanna, Sahara Desert, stuff like that. The same way I know Australia is not just, the outback. But given the information that we have, I think I'm going to have to just take a guess and say, maybe we're somewhere around here. That's a total crapshoot, but welcome to Australia. Hey, that's pretty good. It was actually here on the eastern coast, but that's not so bad. I can be content. 2,000 points in Africa, Australia, is fine. Now, this is the moment of truth. This does not look like North America, and we got old cameras. Old cameras often means Australia, but we could be in South Africa as well. They might as well just, They might as well just put us in the same place every time we come here, right? Okay, a car. Cool it, everybody. There's a car. Did the car pass us? Or are we driving? We should be driving in this direction, right? I don't know. Do you have yellow license plates in Australia? Please communicate with me telepathically and sort it right out, please. We'll keep traveling for a while. I think I see a sign up there. Please don't be a fucking tree this direction. Look at how close we have to get in order to... Okay, this way, there's 4 kilometers this way, in case you're interested. I can't read anything else that's happening there. GeoGuessr was not built for these old-ass Google Street View pictures from like 100 years ago. I know I sound super ungrateful right now, but this is gonna ruin my great run. I got nothing to go on except we're in the southern hemisphere. Probably. I'm gonna go for Australia. And this is a big one because it's like if we're in the right country or continent in this case, if we're on the right continent, we'll probably break 20,000. If we're not, we won't. That sucks, man. I'd rather not. I'd rather not. I'm not about to look at the sun and try to figure out what direction we're facing. And oh, I know we have a compass actually too, but ugh. Well, north is this way, so whatever country we're traveling in has a west, and we're going there. I don't know what to tell you. I'm just going to plop us down inside of Australia and hope for the best. We were traveling west and then north. Maybe we were on our way out of Melbourne. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. An extraordinarily lucky guess. Should be double points for Australia as far as I'm concerned. And that is a 22,000 point game. Oh, fuck you. Whether we're in South Africa or Australia, we'll be on the left side of the road. I love it. Every single one looks exactly the same. Always you got the, the picturesque kind of pseudo mangrove-ish tree type things going on here. And, just 2 of the largest countries in the world. And we'll do what we always do and try to look and see if, just as we were about to pass a truck, of course, we get teleported into the future where that truck is not there, so we can't, read the side of it. Not that we could with the quality of the camera that we're dealing with in this photo anyway. And no signs. This is the worst. I really don't want to blow it, but we don't really have too much choice in the matter. Looks like we're heading... Oh, this could be something at least. I don't want to talk about it. Looks like we're heading south-ish. You want to know my hunch? I don't have a hunch right now. I don't know whether we are in South Africa. I don't know whether we're... Can you stop changing the vehicle or changing the camera every time we drive by? So white license plate. Still, I don't know the license plate rules for South Africa and Australia. Seems like that's something I should probably get a feeling for. Oh, come on. Come on. Livestock. Peter Wilson. Kutingo? To be honest with you, that almost sounds a little Dutch, which makes me think that maybe we're in South Africa. It's such a small hunch to go on. I'm not saying Peter Wilson sounds Dutch. I'm saying the Kuntigal thing, I don't know. That could just be the name of like a village or a region in Australia as well. But if I have any any information at all, I gotta kind of take it. And, that sounds kind of Dutch to me. Looks kind of Dutch, I should say, because I might be pronouncing it completely incorrectly. Please, another truck. It is a truck of some kind. Carrying a bunch of crystal meth. Well, we're not going to glean too much information off of that. We'll go for another minute or so here. Of course, by this point, I have abandoned all hope of finding, civilization or, a flag or something like that. I do appreciate when we get the newer cameras, though, because it looks quite nice. This looks like a video game. It's like going from, like, the PS2 era to, like, high-end PC gaming right now. It's like, oh, man, this looks good. Is this the vanishing of Ethan Carter? Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe we're merging onto the highway or something here. Marawa Road, Hillcrest. Swinging Ridges to Big Jack something. Now I'm thinking Australia. Swinging Ridges, Big Jacks. Come on. Oh, it's a yellow license plate this time. I thought that we saw a yellow license plate last time and we were in Australia. We're going the wrong direction anyway here, but well, we're going to choose Australia. I have a fondness for saying we're near Adelaide. Yep. We're off by a lot, but it could have been worse. At least we're on the right continent. 2,400 points is not really where we want to be. Now, this could be the United States. It could also be Australia, or it could be parts of Africa. No something. No something road. No through road. This fisheye lens is freaking me the heck out. Okay, well, they're selling their car for $9,000. I gotta be honest with you. I don't think they're gonna get it. Oh, wait. Okay. We saw a good thing on the license plate there. I don't know. I'm thinking like northern Mexico. Oh, that sign could be valuable. If we could actually fucking see. How am I supposed to do anything on this freaking camera? For sale. Well, it's in English. Century 21, I believe, is an American company. They have it in Canada too, but I feel relatively confident saying there's no part of Canada that looks like this. So you know what that has me thinking is actually we're in the American South. Maybe Century 21 is in the entire world, but I don't know. That would be good to know. It strikes me as a little bit more Australian, but Century 21 is American, Century 21 is Aussie. Okay, so I mean, I'm going to assume that means it is in Australia at least. Like the company, not necessarily our run or our choice here. So I'm going to assume that we're in Australia, and maybe we're near Canberra. All things considered, that could be better, but it could also be worse. I'm happy with that guess. Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ. Well, this is a perfect time for a sandwich bite, I'll tell you that much. How is that a vac? That's an obvious one. I'm going to say that this is probably Australia. In before somebody goes, oh, we don't have cows like that in Australia. Are these wild fucking cows? I've never seen a wild cow in my life, unless someone here owns so much land that they are just like, their estate is like over here somewhere. We don't have cows like this in the Baltic. Hey, I wasn't assuming that this was Estonia. I'm all in on Australia here, especially when I see this. This is like freaking Jeep with a bunch of pesticides on the back of it and an armored grill on the front. This says Australia or Africa to me. Admittedly, I can't glean much from the license plate. But this is not Texas, I'll tell you that much based on that license plate. That's a kangaroo guard? This is fucking Australia, man. Now that we've narrowed it down to one of the largest countries on Earth, what does this mean? WDE. Is that West? What are the province names in Australia? Fuck, I don't know. We're near Perth, definitely, guaranteed. That's pretty bad, but I'll take it. We got the country right.
You know you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it pog to Super Auto Pets?